1, 2, 3, come on.
I would love to buy you a house.
See, we could just have somebody, a random stranger, buy you a house. I don't know what they would want in payment, but
Probably my life.
yeah, let's
So
not.
I think we'll
just build the tiny house. If you want to support her, you can send her some gift money on Venmo, or just
But no house.
don't buy her a house.
Yeah, that's sketch.
But thank you.
Why is she living in the basement, though? Child neglect?
Okay, so the basement is finished.
Yeah.
It's a decent basement.
It is.
It's kind of like an apartment, but not really, because we have a big family and people can just like walk in and like be there.
And I don't have a sink.
She does not have a sink
I have an oven.
or even her own toilet. It's just like a bedroom, basically.
But I do have like a little kitchenette, just no sink.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean,
It's still better than you had when you lived at home.
I just had a bedroom when I lived there.
Yeah.
So they at least tried to give her a nice little area for herself.
Tried to keep me longer.
But she's feeling kind of old and wants to move out. Do you,
I'm right.
you're not that old.
Or she could move in with me.
A lot of people have been saying this. Like, "Oh, you could just move in with me." Wink, wink. No!
I mean, I wouldn't have to pay rent. Like, they're just offering.
I don't think they mean just move in, though. Like, they like you, Jessica. But she's not that kind of person.
No, I'm not that kind of person.
I didn't know where I was going.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, she plans to never live with a guy until she's married. So, there's that.
Yep. Alright, what's so bad about the basement? Why can't she fix that up?
She did fix it up, but she still is old enough to where she wants to live on her own, right?
Yeah,
Like-
and it's still in my parents' house.
She doesn't want to live with her parents. You guys should understand that.
Yep. What is the aluminum for?
Okay, so the aluminum is to protect...
Wait, how did you say that?
Aluminum. Aluminum! Not aluminium. How do you say it?
Aluminum.
Aluminum.
Yeah.
Okay. That works. I still know what you're saying, so. We were homeschooled. We learned from book reading.
My mama
so
teached me
things
well.
like ambulance.
Or difference.
Difference. What a difference there is there.
Why do you have like a southern accent?
I don't know what's happening right now.
Okay. It's like you like go to homeschooling and
I'm
you're like,
just
yo, we just grew up in the barn.
just in the barn. We had the barnyard to live in, though, too.
Our food was put with the cows feed.
We went and milked the goats every morning.
They actually did.
I know. You didn't.
Yes, I did.
Didn't.
Yes, I
Didn't.
did. That's when I got a hammer dropped on my head when I was milking a goat. It fell off the shelf.
I don't know what you're talking about
There
right
was
now.
a shelf by the goat feed thing, goat milk thing, and it fell off the shelf and hit my head while I was milking a goat.
Oh. I don't remember that.
No, because you weren't there, but I do.
Okay. Anyways, is that the oh, that one right there. I watched your YouTube. Can you explain more of what you guys are doing on YouTube video? So we're gonna try to do that. We'll try to be better at explaining like what our next steps are and what we're doing, so hopefully you guys can understand where we're coming from. What are you even doing right now?
Scheduling work.
Right now? Jessica! Anyways, so what are we doing next on the tiny house?
Well, I contacted somebody to tear down a tree
Yeah.
so I can put my tiny house in that spot. Where the tree
Which
is.
I'm going to show you exactly where we're going to try to move the trailer to, because we have to get the trailer moved and leveled before we start putting up walls, because otherwise the walls will be very crooked.
Yeah,
So-
and we could put it like by the tree that I want torn down, but I'm scared of it falling down. So the tree.
And
of my house.
she's not going to be able to get house insurance on the house until it's built. So
So
we really
I
need to
have
get the
a
tree
friend that
figured
has
out.
a tree service, and he said that he's gonna try to squeeze me into his schedule as soon as he can.
But in the meantime, like, we really need to level out the ground where your trailer is going to go, so that when we back it up, like, we don't want it all just to sit on, like, bricks and stuff. So
Yeah.
we have to make it as level as possible before we move it. So we'll do that, and then
And it's not being moved like far away. It's basically
it's
like
just on the other side of the yard,
yeah,
basically.
like 50 feet.
Yeah, so gotta do that.
And then the walls go up.
And then from there, we can start working on walls and plumbing and...
So basically this was like the slowest process here.
yeah, the
Once we
whole
had
bottom
it-
part was a pain in the butt, really.
So it should, like, once we have it leveled out, it should.
From there, we can just...
And then it's
boom!
actually gonna look like a house
Walls.
instead of a trailer.
Yes! Well, it might look like a box for a little bit until we get the roof on it.
Yeah, but at least when I like tell people, look at that's my house, they're not like.
Right now, it just looks like a very durable trailer.
What have you learned the most from this?
What? I don't know. Like, I've learned that you really like to plan things out, like, perfectly to how it should be. Where I'm like, you know what? Let's try this, see if it works. And you're like, no, you gotta show me what you're doing.
Yeah, because you think I can just see inside your brain.
I'm a very visual person, and when I see something in my head, I'm like, yeah, that's gonna work. I'll show you. Like, this will work. And she's like, I don't know what we're doing, though.
I don't. That's like telling me to drive to a place that I don't know where it is.
Which is partially why I just speed everything up in videos, because half of it is us arguing about how to do things.
We are sisters.
Yep, but I'm older and wiser.
Not all the time.
But most of the time. So how's the Venmo been going, Jessica?
Like, ever since we started it, all the supplies have come from it. Like, I'm pretty good at budgeting,
Yeah.
so I haven't, like, gone out and spent, like,
You haven't spent
all
your,
of it.
You haven't been spending your money on it?
Like, I'm saving my money, but I'm not spending my money yet. I'm just using the Venmo first.
That's a good idea. How much have you made so far in Venmo?
Made $500?
$500. Wow. You guys are awesome. Like, I don't even know.
Like, she didn't even know that.
I don't know how. Like, what the heck?
I
You
mean,
guys-
it's really encouraging, though, because, like, you've seen
like
me,
one of the
super
days I was
discouraged.
working with her, and she's like, "Oh, somebody just sent me $50 on Venmo for the tiny house." I was like, "What?"
And then we went and bought lumber that day.
So we went and bought lumber.
That supplied all the lumber.
Yeah.
Like, we spent, like, probably $60 on lumber, so like a little bit of somebody else's money helped out too. But yeah,
it's just so incredible. Like, it blows my mind that people like want to help that much. Like,
but it's super encouraging too, because like I can only work part-time, so it's not like I can like build up a huge stash of money.
Yeah.
So this really encourages me to like keep going with the tiny house and like still work and everything. And
yeah, that's really, really cool. And I can't work every day on the tiny house, so it is a kind of a process in getting there. Like, I work maybe 1 to 2 days a week on the tiny house, and Jessica, for the most part, waits for me.
okay, some of the stuff I can do, but like the weather is an issue, and then if it lines up with my work schedule, plus I have doctor appointments to go around.
Yeah.
And some of my doctor appointments I can't work after I've had my doctor appointment.
Yeah.
So it all like has to line up perfectly.
Because she has health issues with her heart, and like I can't, like I'm not just sitting at home doing nothing.
No.
I have other houses that we're flipping, and so I try to work on those on days that Jessica is working. So the days that she has off, then I try to keep clear, and I go over to her house and help her work on the tiny house.
I show them my heart monitor.
I'm also going to be moving, like this week. Yeah, she has a heart monitor on right
Pretty
now.
fancy.
Fancy.
So it's showing when I'm working on the house too.
I don't know if can you see it? Oh, you mean on the
on the monitor.
On the
like,
monitor.
My doctor's gonna look at it and be like,
Whoa, what did you do that day?
I was just trying to flip a house.
We will update you as much as we can. We do every time that we work on the house, so you kind of can see, like, we work on the house, and then normally by the next day we're able to post the video. So that's kind of how that's been working out. So yeah, just keep watching, and thank you for all your kind comments and your support. It means a lot to both of us.
And those that have been giving Venmo, it's awesome.
Yeah, yes, thank you.
This way? You get a little longer? Probably. That's pretty cool. Pretty level.
Yeah, there's not as bad.
Then you'll have some shade.
I was thinking it was going to go the long way like this. Like, cause
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Might look nicer from the road to have it the same direction as the house.
Yeah, like I was thinking like this way, because like if I have a deck, I don't want the deck to just be facing the house.
oh yeah, true.
I would rather have a deck facing like that way.
Or a back deck facing that way.
Yeah. I don't want to just face it.